Welcome back. Let's talk about Claude Code. So, Claude Code is a version of Claude. Now, if you haven't used Claude before, it doesn't matter. Again, I would highly recommend that you set up a Claude Pro account at least for a month just to experience this, so you can see it side by side by the other thing that you insist on using or that your boss insists that you use, which might be because you have a ChatGPT account for the business, or you're really, really deep in the Google ecosystem, so you prefer to use Gemini, or you love Elon Musk, so you want to use Grok, or you don't want to spend any cash at all, so you're using some Chinese model running locally and you've worked out how to set that up. Lovely. All of my examples are going to use Claude Code. So if you're using one of those others, good luck to you. I highly recommend to use Claude Code. It is the best. Again, it's the scaffolding they've put around it. All of the models are roughly the same, but it's the way that they've built this and the speed that they update this thing. I've had 5 or 6 updates to it just this week. They are shipping at a rate. Anyway, it's really good. But it looks like a computer from the 90s. So, if you think about it though, ChatGPT and Claude.ai and the Gemini app, it's just a chatbot, right? We've got a blinking cursor and we type something and we get an answer back. We're kind of going to do the same thing. We're going to see a blinking cursor and we're going to type something and we're going to get answers back. But it is just going to be way, way more powerful doing this using Claude Code. Now it's going to run inside the terminal. Like I showed you in the previous video, you're going to open the terminal window and type Claude. Once it's installed, that will work. The first time, it won't. So in that terminal window, we've got to do something else. Once we've got it working, it'll read and write files, it'll run commands, it'll build stuff. It just does everything that we need. Claude.ai is the website. Claude Code is this thing called a CLI. It stands for Command Line Interface, because that little blinking cursor, that's the command line. That's how we use terminal. We type commands at the command line. And we do this inside of terminal. It just means that Claude then has access to all of the files that we allow it to see on our computer, whether that's all of the files within the brain or even all of the files further out. So I've given it permission for it to see everything in my downloads folder, everything on the desktop, everything in various other folders on my machine. Whereas with Claude AI, we have to upload all of those files one by one, and we're starting fresh with each conversation. Whereas in Claude Code, we're going to use these files that are all over the place to act as Claude's memory so that we don't have to repeat ourselves every time. So in the terminal, you're just going to copy that command. So npm space install space, and then follow that. Now, if it's easier for you, then just do a Google search and say install Claude Code Windows or install Claude Code Mac. Find the Claude Code documentation page. It does seem to change occasionally, and just follow the instructions there. If this doesn't work for you, go follow the instructions on the Claude Code page. Now that npm command, if that doesn't work at all and it goes npm command not found or something, that's because you haven't installed Node properly, which is why we covered Node earlier. The install-g bit just means install this everywhere, not just in the brain project where we're working right now, please, or just in wherever we happen to have opened up cursor the first time we used it, but install it across my computer. So it doesn't matter which folder I use in the future, I can use Claude Code all over the place. And then that last bit, which I won't try reading out for you, that's this thing called the package, or the package name. That's just a whole bundle of files packaged up so that when you tell your computer to do that, it knows where to go, which files to go grab, and what to install on your computer. And it'll just go scroll there for a minute or two and then be done. Once it's done, we can do the thing we talked about right at the beginning and just type Claude in the terminal window, not in that AI chat thing off to the side, but in the terminal window. You're going to type Claude, go, and then it's going to open up and you'll see that kind of weird, dodgy computer graphics from the 90s and the little Claude Code icon. The very first thing you want to do, if this next bit doesn't happen automatically, is you type /login, all one word, LOGIN, and then that will cause it to open up the browser window. That may happen automatically. If not, type /login. And then you go off to Anthropic and you authorize Claude Code to use that Claude Pro account that I asked you to go get earlier. So assuming you've got Claude Pro set up, you link the two together essentially and say, yes, Claude Code is going to use my Claude Pro account. Do not use the API option. There's another way that you can use it, which is essentially kind of paying per word using this thing called the API. We haven't got to that yet. We'll do that in a different video. But you do not want to use Claude Code using the API because it's about 10 times more expensive. Again, if you run into usage limits, in other words, you start hitting these limits, you're trying to use it, and it says, nah, sorry, you've used up all your usage for today or for the next little while, you can't use it again for another 2 hours. That's when you go, right, okay, I need the max plan. I need to spend the $100 a month. It is worth it, I promise. Until that point, stick with the Pro plan. And yes, I know, I've told you I'm going to talk about alternatives. I will get there. I'll talk about alternatives in the next video. Okay, and then once you authorize your Claude Pro plan, because you're going to get one, then you go back over to Terminal and carry on. And then just try a simple little question just to make sure that everything is working. Ask it about the files. Ask it about the brain. It will run all of these weird commands like ls and cd and all of these weird things. And the first time it runs a new command, it'll say, oh, I'm about to run this command. Is that okay? And you say yes, and it goes off and does it. And that maybe gets a bit annoying, but don't worry, we've got a solution for that, but I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. You need to get annoyed by it a few times before I tell you the slightly dangerous, way of getting around that, asking for permission every single time. But for now, allow it to ask permission every single time. It's good. It's just going to keep your files safer. Because it's asking for permission every time, it can't go off and delete a bunch of stuff on your computer. Okay, so close everything down again now. And now go do it again, just to get the reps in. Open up Cursor. Open up that terminal window, Command-J on a Mac. Don't know what it is on Windows. Type Claude, and that will pop up. And then drag that up to the top of the screen. Remember, click on the 2. whatever it is when you're doing this. For me, it's 2.1.25 in the video earlier. And drag that up to the top so that we have more room to work. You should see the little Claude icon. Ask a simple question, get a response, and you know you are on the right track. We've talked about this. Use the Pro plan. Don't use API. You'll go through at least 10 times the amount of money doing it that way. So we don't need to worry about that because you're not going to do it. There's 3 main options. I know I mentioned Grok and Chinese models and everything earlier, but there are really 3 main options. ChatGPT's version is called Codex. Google's is called Gemini CLI. I'm going to stick with Claude Code, but I'll talk about these other options in the next video. See you there.